on my bike and got off. But 5 years later or something, in the same vicinity, that Tony Gaskell had been to a party, some kid's party. Him and this kid called Ryan Gilday. You know when he talk about Tommy? Tommy's got a brother called Eddie, Eddie's son Ryan. Him and Togger have been somewhere pissed off the case on the way, and on the way back come across some pleasant kid, wrong and not one of them. And he must have just started bullying him, because that's the way Togger was. And done him. Ryan Gilday snitched. Fucking, there you go. You know, that's the truth. Ryan Gilday snitched on Togger. Togger got lifed off. He's out. He's out and about now on life licence, but he's back and forth. But there you go, people. It's the way it works, mate. I'm not boasting about this, but if you think about it, the dangerous people that have come for me or attacked me in the past. Do you see, I remember all this, it brings back memories. So you can verify, you know, I'm not here chatting. People that, the majority of what I'm saying, there's individuals that can go, he's not talking. Yeah. Might only be an handful on some situations, because only a handful need to know on situations. But there's other situations that were like public displays, if you like, and there's crowds there watching that display, so there's things that can back it up more. I don't know why I'm here, like, thinking about from the past. Oh, you had the scariest situation you've been in? The scariest ever moment in my life was when I done a taser. Do you know what a taser is? Like a dare. So years ago, I keep on saying years ago, but this is where the story is from. There used to be a thing on Netherfield Road called the Queen Victoria, and it used to be a nun school. Big massive old school, and it just ended up dead derelict. Used to always go in there and play in there. A chimney fell on my head in there. I've never been the same since. Lying, I'll tell you in a minute. I didn't do taser that. And the scariest thing I've done is a drop about 40 foot, sprain my ankle. It was on grass as well. Tell you what else was scary though, lad. You know Blackpool Beach? You know Pleasureland there? I used to have a mate called Mick Carney from Blackpool, and we used to go sneaking pubs. So when pubs were bouncing on a Friday and a Saturday, we used to go round the back, through a window, mooch the safe room, get what we could and bail. So we've ended up in Blackpool, right? We're in Blackpool on a mooch. And while we're mooching in this little town, there's a hairdresser's. And as we're clocking the boozer facing this hairdresser's, two fellas come out, half pissed and that. What was his name? But the head's in Blackpool, right? And his ma lived round Grange Park. There's like a park in Blackpool called Grange Park, I think it is. We ended up with this hairdresser, this Jake. I tell you who the fella was. He used to have all the kids on the promenade selling yo-yo and all them, you know them stands with all the mad lights? They were all his years ago. We ended up bumping into him. We stayed in his ma's. And then the next day, he fed us, looked after us. He wanted us to stay longer. We swerved there. Next day, we just went on the beach and just went to Pleasureland. And we're pissed. We've had Southern Comfort. We used to drink Southern Comfort years ago. Just left there, gaff. He's give us all. We've got a bottle of Southern Comfort, we're pissed. And it's the first day of the biggest ride. You know the biggest ride that used to be in Blackpool years ago, and it just popped up? Me and Mick Carney were the first people on it. I've got the Southern Comfort. It's already diluted, but still in the bottle. So we just banged half a bottle somewhere and just went diluted so we had one bottle. He's blazing the joints and we're just cruising. Dead slow up. First and last time I've been on it. You're just cruising up the thing, dead slow. And as we get to the top, it's like we just finished been drinking and smoking and then just went, pew! That's like that, wow! Screaming like this. Anyway, that was scary. I know what you're probably referring to. You know, you're probably referring to when people are attacking you with firearms and that. Is that scary? That's not scary. You haven't got a moment to be scared in that situation. That's not a scary situation when someone's come to make you with a firearm, mate. It doesn't feel scary. Do you understand? It's just like, I don't know, it's a different type of dynamics. It's like, I can kick your door in and put one in your fod years ago, but I couldn't go in the shop and thief a bar. I'd be like that, but I'd volley your door in the next minute. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's all different dynamics. And that's the same with quite a few people. You know, there's some things that people haven't got the arse to do, but then there's serious things that they've got the arse to do. It's weird. And vice versa. You've got some people that haven't got the arse to do the big stuff, but then got the arse to do the little. To me, you know, if you were dipping someone's pocket or you're in a shop trying to rob a tracksuit, that's next level to me, that. See all this putting ballies on and gloves on and discharging, that's not... It gets called violence, but it's not violence. You don't have to be a violent kid to squeeze anything. Do you understand? It's just like... What do I mean? You know, it's classed as violence by law, but it's not, if that makes sense. Like one of them, 8 out of 10 of them kids that you see getting lifed off, because that's what happens to them. You know, they go round, they give someone a leg, then they'll let a few out of house, then they'll threaten someone, and then they'll go on and put someone down, and then get lifed off. That's what happens these days. So don't go there. Don't even try and think you're the next hitman in Liverpool. Do you understand what I'm saying? But 8 out of 10 of them kids that you see doing these makes, you couldn't give them a hammer and say, smash his skull in for me. He wouldn't have the balls. He hasn't got the... Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not. He's not a violent kid, basically. To him, he's like he's playing a computer game or squeezing a water gun. But when you put a blunt instrument in his hand and say, cave that in for me, he leaves the room. They can't even watch it from a distance. Never mind, dude. And that's where the majority of them... Honest.
We listen to our music at night.
So you can't look at them kids. Some of them, you know, you give someone the A-star, don't you? You know, ears clicked. Next level. The rest of them, they can fod slaps. And the minute you haven't got the thing on them, they are fod slaps. Do you know what a fod slap is? Years ago, you used to wet your hand and go like on your mate's fod. Oh, fod slap. Half of them will have a fod slap, the other half will have a neck slap. You know, that's what they are, just dickheads. In jail now, probably looking for spice or some sort of medication so they can sleep. That's why you choose a life, not a life. Don't try and be something you're not.